it's the same in reverse as like for me doing like all the treating in a sense, like courting and whatnot, setting up, like the adventure to go on to, you know what I'm saying, setting up the date, whatever it is, and then she's like, you know what, because you do this so like all the time, which I do appreciate and value, let me show my appreciation by doing this for you. Like that's something that, I can get behind. But as far as like that princess shit, I'm not for it.
Roll me Mac.
What do you make of women who believe that you should pay all their bills if you're with them? I'm not with them. Period. I'm not entertaining a woman who has that mindset. Like, find you a simp, find you a guy that's willing to pay for everything just because. Like, I want to get my nails did and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like like an ATM. Like an ATM. I'm sure there's plenty of guys out there that would love to buy love in that fashion. I'm just not one of them. If I was in a long-term relationship, and this is my mindset on it, like the things of getting your nails did, hair did, everything did stuff, that's from you. You know what I'm saying? Now, if that's like an idea for like like a birthday or like a special occasion to wear, like, babe, you always be getting your stuff, making yourself look good or some shit like that. Like, I'll like being treated to that. It's the same in reverse as like for me doing like all the treating in a sense, like courting and whatnot, setting up, like the adventure to go on to, you know what I'm saying, setting up the date, whatever it is, and then she's like, you know what, because you do this so like all the time, which I do appreciate and value, let me show my appreciation by doing this for you. Like that's something that, I can get behind. But as far as like that princess shit, I'm not for it. I'm not entertaining it. That stuff it's unbecoming to me. Like for me to be with a grown woman, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not getting involved with any woman that has that mindset. You know what I mean? Like for me, in a sense of like bill, or like what we're talking about with bills, when it comes to like taking care of like the house, like house notes and stuff like that, if you're under the same roof as me, of course, because that's what I would do if you weren't here. The necessities, me. Everything else, like the extra shit, whether you want like you can have cable, you can have, you know what I'm saying? But as far as the electricity and like the like paying for mortgage, yard maintenance or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Sure, that I will solely take. Like I say, extra shit, treating herself to like getting dolled up. You know what I mean? Being the best version of herself. I have no issue with a woman that wants to do so. You know what I'm saying? I respect that actually. But as far as looking to me as like you're like I'm the only one you're getting, like you're coming to me for money, expect like with expectations of it, yeah, all the way fucked up. Got me all the way fucked up, and it very well may seal my fate. You know what I'm saying? As far as like dealing with women, you know what I'm saying? If indeed that's the new norm, or if that's the mentality, I'm not for it. I'm definitely not for it. I am solely about like, you know what I'm saying, leading, you know what I'm saying, taking charge of a situation, taking charge of doing my duties as like providing for the family, you know what I'm saying, like like I said, the necessity things. But as far as like the extra shit, no, I disagree. I don't share that same sentiment. But whatever term you need, you know what I'm saying, like to be used, I'm not for it. It's just something that I would not entertain it. Period. whatsoever. Yo, real quick, just need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe to this episode as well as this channel. So how do you maintain relationships with unhappy people in your life? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, seriously, being around people, you have to protect your peace. No one is responsible for your happiness but you. So when you find yourself around someone who is just hell bent on being unhappy and unlucky, you have to get the fuck away, like, instantly, because they're going to project that onto you. And what fairness is that to you? Like, how much do you love yourself that you're willing to subject yourself to somebody else bringing their bullshit onto you? You love yourself enough to allow them to be grown. I mean, it's great to vent to a friend and stuff like that, but if they're looking to you to save them as their savior, like a parent, you have you have to be very, very cautious with what you allow yourself to be around, because energy is very contagious. It's very contagious, and I just for me, I can see people struggling, and I have to catch myself because I grew up very codependent, wanting to save everybody else's problems because I felt like that was my duty, that was my place as in the world, was to fix shit. So I guess there's no secret as to why I end up with creating a platform where it helps people heal from things that they may not have understood at the time, but put in a different perspective, maybe they do. But I mean, as far as like the day-to-day stuff, yeah, I'm not here to be I'm not here to fix your problems. We all got problems. Your problems are not special. They're your problems. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, your thoughts and your your thoughts are valid to have when you have said problems. But when you project that onto like your people, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. I don't believe that's fair to them. And we all have to look at ourselves and ask, like, are we doing that? Because we can be doing it unknowingly. You know what I'm saying? We think we're just, you know what I'm saying, sharing something with someone, but we very well could be projecting our insecurities onto another person, expecting them to fix their life. And that's no way that you're going to be able to do that. I mean, family, especially like family can really take advantage of you because they know, like, they feel like they know you. You know what I'm saying? Or feel like they know you. As far as like, oh, I can do that. That's my brother. I can do that. That's my cousin. But your cousin is a person. Your brother is a person. Your mother is a person. They're human, and it very well might not be able to project said pain onto another person. Like, just thinking that it's okay to do certain things. You're like, oh no, it's cool. They got it. I'll be able to do it. And no, you're not going to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the boundaries, people can only do what you allow them to do. And that's the truth of the matter. I don't care who it is. No one's coming to save us. Like, people keep coming to you with their issues. It's because you allow them to come to you with their issues. And if they keep on taking advantage of you, it's because you allowed them to take advantage of you. It's it's accountability is what we're talking about here. But for family members, for people in general in your life that tend to be unhappy and whatnot, yeah, I recommend just distancing yourself from that and able to allow them to see that they can solve the issue themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm still all about like the listening and you know what I'm saying, like just venting stuff. But when it's the same, when we're talking about the same stuff, like all over again and all of that, yeah, you're gonna have to sit with yourself and figure out exactly what you want to do with your life. And sometimes it comes to us easy. Sometimes it gets a lot more difficult. But overall, it's still your life. You know what I'm saying? So you have to figure out what you want to do with said life. So I mean, you maintain the relationship by, unconditional love does not mean unconditional tolerance. So I have to love myself more than that. Otherwise, you're going to continue to pull from, you know what I'm saying? You're going to continue to pull coins from my arcade machine and keep playing me. You know what I mean? Like I have to love myself a hell of a lot more. And sometimes it takes us a long time to recognize it. We literally could be into our 60s still allowing people to walk over us, thinking that this is our place, this is what we have to do to be loved. And no, it's not. It's not what we have to do to be loved. You know, I take care of you by taking care of me. And vice versa. You know what I'm saying? You take care of you by taking care you take care of me by taking care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my shit, you got your shit. And there's venting, and then there's projecting, and then there's looking to others to fix your problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't find it to be fair. I do my best to handle my own shit, and sometimes to an extreme default. It can be to an extreme default at times, but I try to learn as I go along. I mean, it's all new, you know. Every day is a new lesson, but when you're paying attention, I mean, some of us live in a hamster wheel and we see the same shit all the time. But I like to think of myself as a student, to my own bullshit. So I try to learn from the mistakes that I make, and I try to learn even more from the mistakes of others, in hopes that I can make better decisions going forward. But I would say the way to maintain relationships with unhappy people is to, like I said, distance yourself. You know what I'm saying, just for a little bit, and allowing them to kind of deal with the situation themselves. Because most of the times we're like that kid that's trying to ride his bike. We feel comfortable with mom holding the bike, but we can actually ride the bike. We can do it because it's gonna happen. I mean, think you can get through life. You'd be surprised what you thought you couldn't get through without a said person, and then until you had to do it yourself. So I mean, there's many things. Don't get me wrong. It's helpful to have people. It feels better. You know what I'm saying? It does feel good to have a support system, but that support system can only stay up for so long. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you keep coming back with the same old shit. And a lot of us we gotta find ways to grow up. We will grow up, we will get better, and things will, like I said, press on. But in the spirit of protecting my peace, I'm gonna stay on this side of the track, and I will, you know what I'm saying, I'll watch what you got going on from way over there. But when it comes too toxic, when it comes too draining, yeah, I got to, we got to have a distance. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal, you can deal what you do. You can deal what you do over there, and I'm gonna deal what I do over here. What do you remember most about high school? What I remember most about high school is really chilling with my friends in the morning, and watching people come into the cafeteria, and we would cook y'all ass. That was it, just jokes. You know what I'm saying? We'll say there go Whitney Houston in a giraffe or something like that. or whoever that person is, we'd always use like a celebrity reference to that person. And sometimes it would hit, sometimes it would not. And we will let you know if that shit did not hit. I remember them sugar cookies. I tell you that, them sugar cookies in Nansman, in the snack line that used to be to the left in the cafeteria, but the cafeteria since then is upgraded. When I went for the reunion, so it looks like, they got prestigious all fucking soda and snack machines and shit. And but yeah, them sugar cookies. They used to have this spicy chicken sandwich, and I used to see my friends eat that nasty ass ketchup and mayo mixture together to eat fries. I'm not a fan of that shit. Truth be told, I'm not a fan of that shit. And what else do I remember? I remember gym class. I like gym class because that's where we played ball. That's where you could challenge your boys, you know what I'm saying, as far as like where their game was at the time. And basketball was life. It was. Basketball was really life. And then another thing I remember about in high school is when we all started working. Going to McDonald's on Western Branch Boulevard, you know what I'm saying? So I worked with some classmates, and no, I take that back. At one point in time, I was working with a classmate, and then they left. And then it was just me and everybody that worked, you know what I'm saying, that went to school in Churchland and Western Branch. So that's how I would get, like the news or whatever was going on at their school. Cause I didn't know them like that, but it was cool to rock with them. It was cool to be in the grill. It was cool to, when you first start driving and trying to get your mom to let you use the car. About high school football games. I remember football games. I remember the band playing Stairway to Heaven when we first got to Nansman, and we would all be out there, all of us with our girlfriends. Typical Saved by the Bell, you know what I'm saying, shit, or that you would see, or watching All American, But we had good times. We had some good times. We had some bad times. I remember doing a lot of mischievous shit after school. Definitely remember staying back so that I can go home on the after school bus. I thought it was cool that they actually had people that'll just drop you off as if you were on, like doing sports, even though most of us was bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to hang out and not really taking anything seriously. And then I saw a lot of friends and classmates who were very goal driven, and they were focused. And they did sports, they did tennis, they did, band, they did basketball, they did all these things. And just not having the right mindset. But, it pays off later on to be able to sit with something and then working towards it. So I would say that's pretty much what I remember the most about high school. And what can I say, man? I enjoyed my time from 99 to 2003 being in Nansman River High School in Suffolk, Virginia. Shout out to everybody back home. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that that came up during that time frame, just the things that we had, our music that we listened to, the clothes that we used to rock, and that's pretty much it. What makes you grateful for being single in your life? Grateful to be single is not as when I see couples that are literally bad mouthing one another, they tear each other down as if they're forced to be together. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, you have financial obligations sometimes, a roommate. Sometimes like the relationship can go long enough to where this individual becomes like a roommate. And then there's the times where you have children and you want to try to make it work for the kids, which I think is it's not the best decision. I don't believe you want to teach your children that it's all right to fake a family, because eventually they're going to grow up and they're going to see how unhappy the family is, and you want to show genuine love. And I don't believe forced affection is good for anybody at any point in time. So like I feel grateful for being sort of, like for being single when I'm able to see such. I'm grateful. What makes me grateful to be single is the ability to work on oneself. You know what I'm saying? As far like individual goals that you have without that I don't want to say strength because I don't want to make relationships sound like torture, but like having the time to focus, if you will, like truly focusing on what you are working on. And by that, I'm talking about goals, things that you want to do, before you decide to essentially give give this to give this particular time to a particular person or persons, you know what I'm saying, as far as like family, goes. And is it selfishness at times? Sure, yeah. I'll take it. I'll take being selfish if it means restoring a part of me that was given away for so long, and being able to be in a relationship with yourself. I've actually I feel like I've been cheating on myself lately, and like almost falling into a sense of people pleasing in some way, shape, or form to like my friends and stuff, and or even family too. At times, just trying to show up for people, but you definitely want to show up for you, and that's the beauty of being single, is teaching you how to show up for you. And it's okay to backslide, and you slip up from time to time and fall back into old codependent ways. But I'm grateful for the opportunities to just, I'm gonna recognize what I'm doing. I'm gonna work on me, and it's all right to do so. And I mean, that's one of the things I love about I'm saying grateful for in the single life, is just the ability to regroup and reform, and continue to build that foundation, for if there ever is to be something, build that foundation to where it comes from a healthy place, and you're not projecting your insecurities onto someone to make them responsible for your happiness. And it's just it doesn't bode well. I mean, don't get me wrong, some people want to do that. Their ego is that big that they want to be responsible for every bit of happiness that you do, but you don't have that. You don't have that type of power. They can contribute, they can complement your life, but you don't have that. The ability to make somebody happy. I mean, it sounds good in theory. It sounds good, but they choose to do whatever. Because you can give somebody the same gift. One person, can give two people the same gift. One person might be ungrateful and pissed off because you gave the gift. The other person could be overjoyed, but it's by choice, depending on where that person is in their life. And I choose to be in a place of positivity. I choose to be in a place to where I can make things, happen for myself. And it's free, if you will. Again, the idea of becoming, like I said, like that, becoming one. I'd rather respect you for being the individual that you are. I don't want to lose. I'm saying I don't want to have an identity. Rather, so I was gonna say I don't want to lose an identity, but I don't even want to have an identity per se. I just want to again I'm going to learn to love you. It's really what it is, and like truly for who you are. I don't want you to do things for me. I want you to do what you want to do, instead of like getting caught up in a routine of like you're doing things for like that you're doing things that you wouldn't normally do. You know what I'm saying? Like in hopes that'll make me love you. I'd rather you do what you're interested in, and then and then if you really aren't interested in something, if you don't want to try something new, then say that too. That's just me, and like being able to, I guess, grow. You know what I'm saying? Like to grow, being able to grow with yourself, talking. Being able to talk with yourself, sit with your thoughts, and see how what life can truly be for oneself. And I think that being if used properly, the time to be by yourself before committing to something is an ample amount of time to grow as a person. And I've seen it in myself, I've seen it in others, seen it in friends that are single, you know what I'm saying, like they're doing things in a healthy manner. And then we watch those that are that some people in relationships, not everybody in relationship is miserable, but we definitely see some people that they with people that's really getting on they fucking nerves, and it is comical at times. A lot of times it's draining, but sending everybody healing energy is always positive energy. Whatever you're trying to do with your life, just make sure that you take care of you. Don't project onto your partner. It's not fair to them. You take care of them by taking care of you, and I think essentially that's it. Good night, kids.